So I was, sorry guys, I was just looking up here. On my way to the airport, had to rearrange my flights and came across, I turned down the wrong street. I actually got stuck on a block here. Looks like they're dealing with a structure fire. Sorry, I don't want to. I think the family. I mean, if they're trying to. You can. Wow. Oh wow, yeah. From what I've seen so far, I didn't see any. There's no ambulances out here right now, so I'm assuming that as of right now, there's no injuries. But I walked by the family over here that they were. I mean, this is bad. It's terrible. You can see, like from the top, like the top floor is at least the top floor looks like it's gutted, and it's definitely still fire running inside the building right now. Do you know what happened?
What?
Do you know what happened?
No, I felt the heat from my apartment and came down.
Wait, you live right over here?
I live in the top floor there.
And you felt the heat from the house?
Yeah.
Did you know if everyone made it out safely? Do you mind being on camera, by the way? That's fine. It's fine.
I'd rather not be on camera.
No worries.
I don't know. I think a firefighter lives there.
You think a firefighter lives here?
Yeah.
I saw a couple women over here on the left who were crying. It looked like they were really emotional right now, so I think they might be residents of the house as well.
Yeah,
But you think a firefighter lives there?
at least at one point there was one living there earlier, or last year. I don't think he moved. I'm assuming it's still the same guy.
Wow.
I don't know the current owner as well as the old ones because he doesn't have any kids.
Have you been here for a while?
Yeah, I've lived here for 5 years.
Okay.
I've lived here as long as I have.
Probably 5 years, I'm guessing, bud.
I thought we lived here for 8. No.
Okay, so yeah, they were venting the roof up there. This is kind of over by the Tacoma Mall, like kind of the backside of Tacoma Mall, heading towards I don't live here in this neighborhood, guys. I was on my way to the airport, and had to stop at this Best Buy around the corner, and I pulled out and ended up pulling down the wrong street and got stuck on this block. I was kind of blocked off on the other side. When I turned around, they had a fire truck in the way, so I was... Everybody make it out okay? Did everybody make it out all right? Oh, okay. I'll be heading to. What's wild is she was saying that she could feel the heat just up in this window here from the house next door. You can see some of the vents are melted out on the roof, and this top window here is access point to the front of the house, or the top of the house is fully gutted. You can see that's kind of where probably most of the flames were focused. I can't tell though there are, as you can see on the front porch there's a wheelchair and an assisted chair, leading me to believe that there was probably the women across the street over there might have been residents, and I'm hoping that everyone made it out okay. Again, I don't see any ambulances, so I'm assuming that there was no injuries in the fire. You guys, I'm going to North Carolina tonight to cover things happening in Elizabethtown. I mean, the upstairs at least, yeah. Looks like the upstairs is probably total loss. I mean, the upstairs is definitely a total loss. I mean, it's full on gutted. Actually, Gishner already missed one flight. So this will be my second run at things. I'm never on time for a flight. You guys know how I operate. But they cut a hole in the roof, like an access point, to ease some of the heat and whatnot over here. And had a couple fire crews on scene. Yeah, that's terrible. So yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to the family of this house, the residents of this house. Hopefully everyone, like I said, made it out okay. And yeah. So I'll be seeing you guys, like, it was kind of, I guess, a precursor to letting you know what's going on. I will be in North Carolina tomorrow, and covering things out with the shooting involved in Elizabethtown and that body cam controversy they're dealing with right now with the officers involved, or the officers involved in that shooting. There's a lot of details yet to come, and I'll make sure to post you guys on everything that's happening with that. It's Elizabethtown, I believe is what it is. Elizabethtown, North Carolina. It's Elizabeth City. Okay, I got it wrong then, yeah. No, Flex Stream, this is, I don't think that this was a drug house. I mean, I don't know the details. Yeah, it's a house fire, yeah. So now I will be in North Carolina. Like I said, tonight I'll be out there in Elizabeth City. It's a city of about 18,000 people. And this is up in arms. This situation happened out there because the body cam footage has been denied to public release, and it's only going to be, I believe, released for like the actual, unedited, I guess would be the best way to put it. Footage is going to be released on. They said through a court order, so I'm thinking that it's going to be held, and they're not going to release it. Jen's up, welcome back. Yeah, y'all, renew your, make sure your subscriptions to the site are up. It's a lot of firemen out here. Yeah, Veronica, I will be in Elizabeth City. I get in, it's a red eye. I was gonna get in there earlier, but it's a red eye flight now. So I won't be in until tomorrow morning, super early. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be there. So yeah, like Danielle says, you can donate to TJ right here on YouTube. Just click on the money sign below right. Yeah, if you guys want to help, again, with any of the travel that I'm going to be doing, we're going to be covering a handful of things moving forward. A lot more. I'm full-time in stream now. So like I said yesterday, you guys, this is the full-time job now. So, support the dream if you can. Become a supporter on Facebook, subscribe, share the stream. Just get involved, you guys, I really appreciate that, Thank you, Dory, I appreciate that. Well, sissy, point me in a direction, But I'm going to try to catch a conversation with the folks that I saw over here that were sitting down. They're pretty emotional, so I'm going to give them a little bit of time, maybe find out exactly what happened. Wanda, I appreciate you being a monthly supporter. Thank you very much. Just share the stream, tell your friends, get the group going, be a part of the camaraderie of it all, Get as many, but we're trying to just up our supporters so we can kind of have that as a staple so we can forward plan and project travel and stories coming up. So, Tanisha, you're very welcome. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. They will not. So DS Wysong over on Facebook says they're not releasing the footage from the Elizabeth City shooting, which is scary because it's it scares me that they have body cam footage that's not available to be viewed by the public. That I think is a moment of accountability that it should be. All police I think should have body cams on. I saw a comment about a boat. Yes, I'm on board. Wanda, just stay tuned. If there's anything else you can do to help out, I'd appreciate it, and we'll let you know. But the body cam footage is interesting. They're not allowing the general public to have access to that. Why else have body cams? For them to be able to review what happened, I'm sure. But I think the element of accountability is much more needed for the people to know what's happening in situations that involve a fatality. If there's any camera angles that would help me know what happened to one of my friends, family, or loved one, and there's a camera that caught that happening, I would want direct access to that. So the people of the community out in Elizabeth City are rightfully upset. They feel that they have a need to see that footage, to know what happened. It's nerve-wracking that they're not releasing it. It's neither Hilltop nor downtown, Timmy. It's kind of by the Tacoma Mall. Because you would expect that footage to be available, I'd want to be able to see it. So, but looks like they're kind of cleaning out. From what I can see, the bottom story doesn't look like it was affected too much. It looks like it was just kind of isolated to the top floor of the house. So okay, Monica, thank you for sharing that. So Monica over on Facebook saying that the judge said that they're not going to release the footage until the investigation is concluded. They don't want to sway the investigation, but the family will be allowed to view it. So, Yeah, we're talking about the redacted version for the public. Yeah. Baba Booey, I don't know, man. I mean, would you know something about a grow room fire? You'd have to tell me, man. The only other family view 20 seconds says over on Timmy Slasher over on Twitch says that sounds like people's O2 sensors are going off over here. Oxygen tanks, making sure they're turned off, I guess. Snag a screenshot of that if you would, please. Yeah, so I'll be there asking questions, looking to get answers, talking to people, and figuring out what we can about the situation in Elizabeth City. So look forward to you guys tuning in. If you would, like I said, when I go live, just share the stream, put it out there, let people know where you can find me and where you can find the different platforms, be it YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Yeah, Danger Labrie 13 over on YouTube you hit it on the head. 7 deputies are on leave and 3 have already resigned in Elizabeth City. That's a pretty staggering number for the incident, and it does give you a sense of foreboding, as far as what that could potentially mean moving forward. If there's already such a fallback for the law enforcement there, I mean, maybe they know what's going to come out, and they're trying to get ahead of it. I don't know, but it's crazy. There you go, Eric. Hashtag CJTV to Elizabeth City. Yeah. Actually, Seattle is at an all-time, they call it an employment crisis for the Seattle Police Department. Like, I think they've had something like 65 officers walk away or move into private sector from the Seattle Police Department, and they said a lot of that was due to their feelings of lack of support and due to the common consensus, or the consensus from a lot of the public about their feelings towards the police. So yeah, Timmy Slasher, there you go. So 200 Seattle police since last year. That's what Timmy Slasher is saying over on Twitch. Soon, Jody, I'll be in Kenosha soon. Now that I'm 100% in on the stream, I'll be much more mobile. I'll have a lot more opportunity to kind of get around and get to places that I've been wanting to get to. I believe, Sissy, they said, I mean, when I watched a broadcast last night, I think I said something like 1,600 police in Seattle. So my number could be off. Don't quote me on that one. So yeah. Minneapolis is having problems too. Yeah. I was out in Minneapolis last week for the week. So yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, Minneapolis. Hey Ryan, what's going on, man? Yeah, Blue Eyes, thank you, man. And I encourage you guys to source your information from as many places as possible, make sure to do what you can to get, as collective information as possible. Like I said, as much information as possible before you start kicking off opinions but before we start spitting what we consider to be facts, let's make sure we gather as much from as possible. Thank you, Krista. Oh, okay. So they have lost more than 200 officers in Seattle. I see what you're saying. You know what happened by chance?
What?
Blanket caught on fire, I guess, upstairs.
A blanket caught on fire.
Yeah, that's what she said when she came out.
Was it like a space heater type thing, or?
I don't know. I just said, what caught on fire? She said, blanket caught on fire. My truck right there, I had the front wheel off, working on the brake.
Oh no.
And I'm like, she came home, my wife came home and says, oh, the security system's going off. And like 5 minutes later, I started smelling some weird shit. I looked up, billowing out.
Yeah.
I was watching the plane fall down in the living room.
Man.
I hurried up, put my tire on, and got my truck out of here.
Well, it's a good thing you got your truck out of the way. Do you know the family that lives there?
They just moved in.
They just moved in.
They just moved in.
I heard there was a firefighter that used to live there. But didn't a firefighter used to live here?
No, military.
Oh, military. Okay.
Military guy. Yeah, they moved out like a month ago. I mean, you can see all the moving boxes still in the living room.
Really? Was that them down here? I saw a couple women sitting down.
Yeah, they're
Pretty emotional.
yeah.
They just moved in, huh? Still haven't even finished unpacking.
I'm pretty sure a few months from now. I heard their cats died.
Oh, their cats didn't make it?
That's not everything.
Oh, no.
I was gonna go in there and they just freaked out.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. So
Nothing. Trying to put anything out.
but I mean, something up that high, like, I mean, that thing had to be burning pretty hot. They said next door, I talked to the neighbor over here, and she said that they could feel the flames inside.
I can feel them right here on my truck. And that's where the window was broken.
Yeah. Man.
The thing that really amazed me about this whole thing is 6, 7 cops will show up in cars out here when there's a fire to block the street off. There's gunfire out here every single night, 25 to 30 fucking rounds. Not one cop shows up there to do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, tell me that if you don't mind. So say that again. Yeah, you said that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's multiple nights where there's rapid gunfire.
Right down here.
Down here.
Boom, 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 boom.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
You can clearly tell what a gun is. At night.
Sure.
Yeah. Multiple times. Not one time did you hear the siren after.
And you're saying the police don't show up for that at all?
No.
I saw there's one Tacoma police officer down at the very end of the street over there, like way down at the end.
There was 4 cars down there just a little while ago. 5 over here.
Okay, but for gunshots, I mean,
when people are getting shootings in the neighborhood, no.
has it gotten worse this year? How do you feel? Has it always been an issue?
It hasn't really been bad, but it seems like lately there's been a lot of them.
Sure.
I mean, usually you can hear them at least twice a week.
Twice a week, gunshots in the neighborhood.
Somewhere within where you can hear them clearly.
What neighborhood is this considered right here?
The sad part is, there's two cops that sit up
At the transit center up the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guarantee they can hear this shit.
Do you see ambulances ever? I mean, is there fatalities or injuries involved, or?
Well, it's either somebody just out in the yard shooting or shooting in the head.
Either way, that's
Drive by, but still,
scary stuff.
Limit, man.
Yeah. And this is Puget Sound Ave right here in front, right? And that's what 14th down there on the
No,
end.
that's 48.
48th, yeah. 47th, 48th.
Turns into 48.
Oh, okay. So yeah, down here on the corner, guys, it's like 47th running that direction, and then this direction is Puget Sound Ave in Tacoma.
Well, maybe you might get out and be able to get out to work and then move this hose in that car.
That's scary though. I mean, I see a lot of young folks out here, a lot of young people, and there's
There's a lot of kids in this thing.
I mean, still a lot of the gunfire and whatnot happening. That's got to be scary for them. I mean, I know I grew up in the south end of Tacoma back in the early '90s, Manitou area, kind of by Mount Tahoma, and there's a lot of gang problems back then. And
Yeah, it was real bad in the 80s.
yeah, '80s and '90s, yeah,
80s, early 90s.
yeah. How do you guys feel about things happening in the country right now?
Sucks.
Sucks.
You know, there using this whole fucking pandemic as a way to they're absolutely raping the American people.
Yeah,
The price of groceries is ridiculous.
it is true.
The price of everything. I mean, every time yeah, everybody likes the free money that they give out, these stimulus checks.
Sure.
But every time they cut a check, go to the grocery store and see what happens.
Okay.
The price of groceries jump.
Yeah.
A year ago, you get a can of chili for 70 cents.
Yeah.
It's like $3 now.
I was gonna say 85 cents. Either way, that's still a lot less than it is right now.
Yeah.
But
Toilet paper, everything, man.
you think it's gonna go back to normal? You think it's gonna change, or are we just setting a new standard right now?
No, unfortunately, it's going to get a lot worse before you get it.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better. You say?
Way worse. There's no way it's going to turn around, man.
What do you think? What do you think it's gonna take?
They keep jacking. I mean, all this free money they got to pay for somehow. So
Yeah.
it's got to go up.
Yeah. What do you think it's gonna take to turn it around? Like
Common sense.
common sense, not so common anymore, right?
Which you can guarantee Inslee ain't got no common sense.
Man, did you see down at even in Portland, Ted Wheeler down there is saying like now he wants people to get involved and try to like get rid of the problem that is all of the
they
violence and
created.
destruction. But he's just now saying that, you
But
know.
they created it. When you let it go and you say
Right.
it's okay, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
You know why all this violence is happening? Because they don't prosecute the small crimes.
They have changed that now. Small drug crimes, like small drug possession, things like that, are now just ticketed offenses.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see anybody go to jail
Right.
because I've been there.
Sure.
So I don't want anybody to go to jail.
Right.
So, when you let people run amok and you don't prosecute them, then everybody thinks they can just get away with bigger crimes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see where you're going with that one. Yeah. Yeah. You kind of give them an inch and take a mile type thing, right?
I mean, you just got done seeing that shit with that dude that got caught going 100 and some miles an hour down the freeway.
Here.
Yeah. Well, I think it was in like in Snohomish or King County, and he made a statement. You can thank Jay Inslee for that because he commuted my sentence and I got out of prison. I just wanted to have some fun.
That's what the guy said.
Yeah. He just got out of prison.
He said they reduced his sentence on his prison term.
Yeah.
He just got out and was like, I want to have a good time.
Yeah.
And so he goes blazing down the freeway.
Got high-speed chase.
What happened with him?
He got
Did anybody
back in jail.
hurt? I mean, did it end up in a fatality or anything crazy?
No, but just the bottom line is, I mean, yep, the news reported on it. His
Yeah.
exact statement was.
Just wanted to have a good
Just wanted
time.
to have some fun after getting out of prison.
Well, maybe go to a bouncy house. That would be something. A trampoline gymnasium.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go
Skydiving.
play whirly
You
ball.
want adrenaline rush? That bad, go skydiving.
Let's not go tipping down the freeway going 100 miles per hour because someone's gonna get hurt in that.
Yeah.
And it's never the person that's doing it. You know what I mean? It's always somebody else. The collateral damage of their reckless need to have a buzz or a rush.
There was a time when I was a foolish idiot.
Yeah, man.
But when you get in your 50s and your health starts taking a turn, and
Sure.
you got to pay bills and you got a family, man, you got to start getting smart.
You gotta start thinking about tomorrow, man. I think that right now the world at large, I'll say America, and what I've been seeing is
A lot of chaos.
really short-sighted too. Because they're thinking about today and tomorrow, and not next year and the year after, and thinking about the future generation and our children and how that's going to affect them and what we need to do to give them a better foothold and a safer, healthier, tomorrow. So, yeah, we've it's been interesting, man. It's been very interesting.
Yeah, because none of this shit of not being in school has helped my son at all. He went backwards, not forward.
Though with the homeschooling,
Yeah.
yeah. Man, I hear you. I gotta ask this guy a question. What's going on with this, boss? Is this a snack patrol here, helping out the firefighters?
It is. We are a volunteer organization supported by the Firefighters Union, and we provide drinks and snacks for the firefighters on scene after they've been here for a while
That's very cool.
to help them rehydrate and keep up their energy.
Yeah. Well, what's the name of the organization?
We are the Tacoma Fire Buff Battalion.
Tacoma Fire Buff Battalion.
Yep.
That's great, man. Where can people find you? Is there a way that people could like contribute to the cause?
We are on Facebook.
Okay, it's Tacoma Fire Buff Foundation.
Fire Buff Battalion.
Fire Buff Battalion. Yeah, sorry, I was reading what your gear there. Fire Buff BUFF.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so here's what it looks like, y'all. So yeah, if you guys want to check them out on Facebook, go in there and show your support, like them, and follow. And if there's anything you can do to kind of contribute to, the men and women and people of the fire department here, it's always greatly appreciated.
We are a group of volunteers, always looking for more members.
Really?
Yes.
I'll definitely be hitting you up. I think that it's commendable what you're doing, man, because I think that a lot of I saw a lot of the firefighters out here drinking water, and you coming out of a fire, and I mean, yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. I really appreciate you doing that.
We're going in.
No, I didn't. I got here as they were cutting the roof, so
okay.
Yeah, I didn't catch the
I was
first
like,
part.
man, maybe I'll get your email if you saw us going in. But
no, I saw you coming out though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still catch it if you want. Yeah, CJTV.live.
Grab you on the way out.
Yeah, please do.
Thanks,
Please
buddy.
do. You're very welcome. Thank you. Dory, that's an interesting idea, thought over there. So you kind of you kind of hang out at the firehouse, or you just?
No, we respond from wherever we happen to be, whether we're at home or out about in the community.
Okay. You just kind of keep gear in your car just in case, and then
We do keep some gear. Now, the very last vehicle in this row,
way down there, yeah.
is our assigned vehicle.
Okay.
It's what we keep that at one of the fire stations, and whoever's available can go to the station, pick it up, and bring it to the scene. We have extra supplies in that to
Okay.
handle an extended duration.
Is this something that is a service that's offered with most major fire departments,
No,
or is this pretty unique to what's going on here at Tacoma?
it's not unique to Tacoma.
Okay.
But it is a small organization spread across internationally.
Okay.
So I want to say offhand, just by guessing, there's like 20 or 25 organizations in the United States.
Okay.
So we're not very popular or common,
Sure.
but you can ask any of these guys, they appreciate what we do for them.
I think it's great, man. I think it's fantastic.
We really enjoy coming out as much as they have us have us coming out for them.
There's so many different elements that go into I don't want to say a production, but a situation like this that are the support factors, which is great that you're able to do that. I know that down in California I have a friend who works in like craft services, and so there's always tons of surplus like water and snacks and things that if we can find a way to help get those to the fire department down there, if that's something that's offered, well, we'll check it out and we'll look into it, see if we can't contribute down there, get some things going. Yeah, so as far as we know, there was no injuries in the fire. There's no ambulances here. I did hear from a gentleman that came by that there might have been a pet or two that might have not made it out of the building. So to answer your question there, Baba Booey, there were no fatalities though, which is always a positive. But these folks just moved into this house within the month. They're still apparently here. I'll see if I can get in on this. In the living room here, there's they still have boxes that they're unpacking, and it's just really sad. And like I said, on the front porch, there's a wheelchair and an assisted walking chair. So there's obviously a disability in the house. So again, it's just a blessing that everyone made it out safely. So. Yeah, I do a live stream show, CJTV. So I do it live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. CJTV. Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah. So I'll show you who I am here. You said Malcontent? Is that what you said?
Something like nothing. I mean, I've seen stuff like that, but
I'd say he's a live streamer up in Seattle.
okay.
Yeah, but so over on Facebook here, I'll show you. This is mine right here.
Okay, CJ.
Yeah, just CJTV. Yeah. have to check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Please do. Please do. So that's the Tacoma. Let's check out the back here. They got the Tacoma Fire Buff right here. Does Buff stand for something? BUFF?
Just fire buffs.
Okay, cool. I dig it. Yeah. Soldier for Freedom. Yeah, I hear you. I'll say this though, it does look like it was isolated to the top floor of the house. The fire didn't make it to the main floor or the bottom floor. It's a 3-story home, which is a big perk because I know that from the back end, it looked like they were loading where they would have loaded in boxes from like a moving truck. The basement floor would have been a lot of storage. So. That cat's cool. He's chilling safely in a window. All right. I do see an aid car actually down at the very end there. Why am I? Because I'm here. Some people want to know why I'm reporting on this. It's because I'm here. I pulled off onto this street, just driving. I was getting on my way to the airport. No, this is not my house. This is a neighborhood here in Tacoma. I happen to be driving like down the street over here. I pulled off over here actually to look at the new case that I just bought at Best Buy for the trip that I'm going on tonight to North Carolina. And a fire vehicle pulled in on the other side of me, and I got boxed in. And when I kind of looked up, I saw that there was, a structure fire happening a couple houses down from where my car's parked. So that's what got me here. But no, this is not my house. But yeah, honestly, it is like, a blessing, a real blessing that they were so close. Puget Sound Fire so close because these buildings are right next to each other. I mean, this one is a multiple dwelling unit here. And like I said, the woman I talked to who lives over here said they could feel the flames inside the house before they even knew there was a fire. So, I could have easily jumped from this roof to that roof. I mean, from what I've seen in fires this last year, they've spread incredibly fast and move like they're possessed. It's crazy. So, but yeah, that top floor is fully gutted. Yeah, Tina, you're welcome. Yeah, so hey, if you guys are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're at, set up notifications, tag the like button, share the stream. I said usually we're out covering. Well, I'm going to be covering anything I can, anything in front of me. You know what I mean? So Baba Booey, they said that a blanket caught on fire is what the resident told the gentleman over here across the street. The guy that lives right over here that I was talking to said that when he came out, she was just coming out of the house and said that a blanket caught on fire on the top floor. So. Why are he? Yeah, I mean, this house, I don't think there's any saving this house at this point. Yeah, they're not going to be able to rebuild. I don't think they'd even attempt to rebuild just the top floor of this house. Yep. So this is the Tacoma Fire Department that showed up out here. How you doing, Bob? Good, man. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, big shout out to all the firefighters doing what they did. I mean, they were able to save the bottom floor of the house. I mean, you can see in there, I mean, just there's like a cascade of water coming down those steps though. And it's just black soot just all the way up the wall, you know, all over here. So, yeah, I would imagine this is probably a full-on loss. Yeah, that fire buff program's pretty amazing. Yeah, when you're in a multiple dwelling situation, it's scary because you never know what other people in your building are gonna actually do. You know how they're living. That was impressive. That was impressive. That was good. This guy he rolled that rose out and it stopped perfectly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's for at least 50 bucks.
What's that?
That's for at least 50 bucks if you want.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say it's not free, bud. The fire chief was just saying that, like, if this guy's gonna get proof that he actually like hit that roll just the way he did, it's gonna charge. They'd have to charge him. Yeah. Rod, good looking out. Yeah, that's the fire buff program. If you guys are able to help them out, that'd be great. You know, it's a really incredible idea that they're able to get in here and do the support for the support. You know, you can see in there is a cat tree, and they did say there might be some cats that didn't make it out. And it looks like a space heater right there, actually, in front of the cat tree. Yeah, just step over here real quick. Man, that's terrible. Yeah, that smell of smoke is never something that I mean, that brings back a nostalgic, like, sadness, you know. I know that we had a family member who lost a home and one of our family members to a fire when I was younger. And I remember having to go back and go through the rubble to try to find what we could salvage. And that smell was just so, like, yeah, it's terrible. But again, it's a blessing. No one was injured. They got the fire stopped at the top floor. If they just moved in, I would hope that through the process of, you know, heavy boxes, you know, like you start off setting up and moving from the bottom up, right? So hopefully there wasn't much upstairs that was lost in the fire. But these things burn so hot. I remember the fires in Kenosha, man. That was the closest I've ever been to structure fires like that. And it was insane. Like how hot, even my phone from standing across the street and behind a barricade, even my phone had warnings that were popping up saying that it was overheating. Like the phone was starting to melt. I think Andrew actually lost a phone to that, like in Minneapolis. Like it melted his phone just from being near the fires. So, Baba Boo, yeah, they're across the street. I'm gonna go talk to them here in a minute. I want to take a look at what's going on down around the corner here, though. They got a chainsaw out. The gentleman that walked by me, they got that still out. Yeah, you can see the roof up here. So they had to cut in when I first got here. You can see it's still smoking, and on the top. Yeesh. So yeah, they're still looking for the source of that smoke. I think they're said it seems like there might still be something up there that they're trying to get to. Looks like they're musicians. Yeah, they got all their guitars out of the house. That's good. You guys doing okay up there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Man, got it all contained. No one got hurt, right?
Nope.
That's good.
Let's, can we bring that in from the front? Bring this in from the front? Yeah. Yeah. It should, but I mean, we're getting going up here. Yeah.
Welcome back, Gishin. So yeah, they're like I said, they're just finishing up the process here.
Yeah, you bring it. Good. Right back. Camel water. Got some water.
Yeah, you can hear the water dripping down inside the house right there. So I'm sure that, like I said, it may not have been the fire that got most of the stuff on the main floor, but they're still going to have a ton of water damage, smoke damage. Well, be safe, brother.
Fire in the knee wall?
Looks like they might be going back in with a hose. I think I heard him say something about hot spots. And you can tell, like, up there in the roof, there's still got some smoke coming out, so.
Hey, did you get video when it was on fire?
No, I got here right as you guys were cutting open the roof. So I was just after.
You have a YouTube channel or anything?
Yeah, I'm live right now, actually.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah, say what's up. Getting a lot of shout outs from the crowd. Everyone's loving that you guys are doing your job really well. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's CJTV. It's on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one.
You saw it first on CJTV.
There you go. Shameless plugs coming from the unsolicited crowd. They got a blower going. Yeah, you're getting a lot more smoke coming out of that window now. Like it wasn't a second ago. I'm not sure what he was doing there. Anybody got any idea what that was about? Yeah, man, Dory, you got it right. The Pierce County firefighters and EMS, everyone, I've always had great experiences with these guys. Like, they've actually had, I got in a pretty bad car accident here in Tacoma one time, and actually it was probably the same crew that came through, and they were incredibly helpful. Yeah, you know, luckily no one was seriously injured. I got pretty banged up, but it was a drunk driver situation, so I got clipped off the side of the freeway, well, on the freeway, so. Yeah, it's sad. Like I said, there's still boxes. You can see boxes like just inside the door there, like where they were still unpacking. But you can see the smoke now. They got that fan going. It's just pumping out that top window. They do have a hose running in there right now. I don't think you can see these guys through the window right here, but just inside there, they've got a crew of guys that are working on those steps up to the top floor. Positive pressure ventilation. That fan can move some air. Okay, so Baskin over on Twitch says that it's cleaning the house with the gases and positive pressure ventilation. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it makes sense. I mean, people are gonna have to go back into that house eventually, so. The battalion chief, B. Tackett. Yeah, big shout out to all of our firefighters and our EMS services. Man, they've done some work, man, and you see them doing work. I mean, in places where most people wouldn't even consider going into, you know. And like we saw it in Kenosha, we saw it, you know, all over, where these guys are having to be escorted by like the National Guard to get into a place where there's riots happening to keep them safe, but they have to get in there to put out these fires. So yeah, you can jam those hearts for the firefighters and our EMS. So many different things these guys have. They got like the chainsaw guys, they got the guys with the hooks, they got dudes that are like, you know, running all sorts of different things. What's wild is like the collaborative efforts that come into some situations. They have the fire department, if I'm not mistaken, can't even actually work on this structure until the electricity is cut off. So I saw the Puget Power guys were out here cutting the power to the lines. You know, there's just a lot of stuff that has to happen to keep this safe, not only for the firefighters, but to help them like make it safe for the family to get back in here and salvage whatever belongings they can. That's a good question. Ronald Kame says, I hope his family still has insurance and didn't lose it during the past year due to being laid off because of COVID-19. That is, I mean, that's something that people need to think about too. You know, is that a situation that that these people are gonna have to face, and is that another facet of COVID that is, you know, that's gonna affect people in a way that we wouldn't have expected? How you doing, boss? Can I ask you some questions about the fire? not be about this specific fire, but about fires in general like this. Like, are these typically like a full loss situation for a home like this? And there's not really any, doesn't look like there's much salvaging.
It's there's a lot of loss.
Yeah. But there was no injuries though. There's no one that was hurt. Were there? I heard someone. What's that?
This isn't the official. I'm not doing a.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
doing a press release.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Okay. How many fire engines usually come out for a fire like this? I mean, I see 3 right now. Is that pretty common?
4 engines, 2 trucks.
4 engines and 2 trucks. Okay. Is this all operating out of one firehouse, or is it multiple firehouses?
Oh yeah,
All over them? Okay. Good deal, man. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for the time. Thank you. Yeah, they got to do a lot of effort to get these things to a point where they can safely walk away. I don't know, Kelly. I don't know if it's a rental or if they just bought it. We'll bob down here and find out. All right, Baba, let's go. I'm gonna go find out. You guys doing okay? This is your house? So, real fast, my name's CJ. I do a live stream show. I got here just midway through the fire. No, I have a lot of people that are asking if there's any way they could help. If there's any way that...
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Yeah, we don't know anything yet.
Okay. So that's the only reason I came down here. I'm definitely not going to, I don't want you to feel any pressure, but I know a lot of people are very concerned. They want to see if there's any way they can reach out to any support. So even like an email. I'd say what, my name's CJ. I do a show called CJ TV. Feel free to email me. I'd love to follow up and we can post anything you have if there's anything we can do to help support any kind of recovery efforts for anything. I know you guys have just moved in and there's a lot happening there. And everybody sends out their prayers and condolences. So. But if there's anything at all, please feel free to reach out, okay?
Can I give you my email?
Absolutely.
I just don't trust myself to stay on top of it.
No worries at all. No worries at all. Let me, I'm gonna set this down over here and just leave that alone for a second. Okay, so we're gonna keep up with the residents of the home, and if there's anything we can do moving forward to help out, we'll definitely go ahead and post that information. They were notably, obviously very emotional, so they asked not to be on camera, and so we're not gonna put them on blast like that, obviously, but we definitely want to make sure that we're not just... This is what we can do with the stream. We can be a part of what's happening. We don't have to just see it happen. We can interact and do our part to help out. So I did get their email address, and I'll definitely make sure to reach out to them later on and see if there's anything we can do as a community here to help them out. So I have a live stream up right now with the Pierce County scanner going 24/7. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it. So, that being said, I'm gonna cut out now. They're pretty much, wrapping up down there, and they finally moved the fire truck here, so I'm able to get out, get back to my car. So, yeah, you guys, these things happen, and if I'm around to catch it, I will. We're going to try to cover anything that's going on and do what we can to be involved in the lives of people that it's happening to. So, again, I have their information, and we'll let them know if there's anything we can do. So, but it is, it's terrible to see. Like I said, I've had a family member die in a house fire, and it's terrible. It's a terrible loss, because it's a violent situation. It's abrupt, and it happens so fast, and it's a scary, super scary situation. Again, all of our thoughts and prayers. You guys want to send a lot of good vibes to the family out here, we'll follow up. So thank you, the Modernator. I appreciate you. We need more people like we have here in our community. You guys are all amazing, and I'm so grateful that we have this place to do what we're doing here, and to be a part of things as they happen in a positive way, and to see it as it happens. So I love you guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to be going live throughout my travels here for the next couple days, on my way out to North Carolina, which I will be out there this morning, later tonight, early tomorrow morning, for a couple days, covering things out there. So stay tuned for that. Like and share the stream. Be you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I love you guys all. My YouTube squad, thank you very much over there. I know you're working hard to keep that the chat healthy. Tammy, crushing it on Twitch as always, and all my Facebook mods. You guys are always killing it. Thank you so much, and I'll be talking to you guys here very soon. Okay, take care. Become a supporter. Do that. That's what you can do. Someone just asked. Become a supporter. It's like a monthly subscription to the show, and we're going to be doing a lot of supporter only streams. We're going to be doing some supporter only chats. There's going to be perks and bennies coming up, so that would definitely help if that's what you can do to help the stream, if anything. And then if nothing else, guys, share the stream. Let's just get it out there. So I love you guys, but definitely think about becoming a supporter, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.